Hey, that boy on that CPT time. Here we go. Hello?
Yo.
Yo, what's up, buddy?
Well, good.
Nothing much, man. How you been doing since finals?
Good, bro. Good. It's been nice. Honestly.
Relaxing and shit?
Yeah, for real. Just been putting my room back together, no lie.
Where you at?
I'm in Austin, Texas.
Okay, is that where you're originally from?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Do you have a camera or are you using your phone?
I can switch to my phone.
Okay,
On
yeah.
my computer. But I got you.
All right, sweet. While you're doing that, guys, we have no other. The motherfucking org goat. Gold medalist 2024. Silver medalist 2025. The one, the only. Tony Gamez, baby. Give it up. Yes, sir. Can you hear me? Hold on, you're muted at the moment. Let me switch my camera real quick.
Am I good there?
Yes, sir, you're good now.
I bet.
Bro, I appreciate you doing this, bro. I know it's been crazy since, getting off a tour.
You good.
Thank you for doing this shit. Like, first of all, congratulations on second silver medalist. You know what I'm saying? So close, so fucking close,
Yeah,
bro. So fucking close. Shout out to Boston. They had a hell of a show too.
Yeah, they did, bro. For real.
But I just want to say congratulations. That shit was fucking killer, bro. That shit was fucking killer, bro. So like I just have just chop it up for a little bit. First of all, how did you feel about the finals run?
Dude, honestly, probably one of the best music ensemble, anything that I could ever be a part of. That was finals night for us. I don't know what the energy was like, or I don't even know. I don't know if people just ate something good for breakfast or had a good lunch or something, but the crowd was king the entire time that we were out there.
Yeah. I remember looking at my brother doing y'all run. I was like, oh dude, they're fucking bringing it right now. Like this shit is gas. So definitely that shit it felt great. And I was watching it through a screen, so I can only imagine the energy at the thing. Is this your age out? Is this it or?
No, bro, I got one more.
Okay, yes, run it back.
Yeah,
run it back. Nah, that's gonna be fire, dude. I'm already looking forward to next year, bro. I'm so excited for that shit.
Bro, it's gonna be clean as hell. I can tell you that.
For real, I assume y'all already got the show and everything, but dude, yeah. So another question I had, and other people had questions. I'll get to their questions though. But what was your favorite moment of finals night?
Honestly, dude, I keep looking back at the video and all that stuff and seeing all the people's reactions, of the drum corps, of the bluecoats, everybody jumping up and down, screaming, yelling right at the end. It was just that's honestly what we try to do every single year for everybody.
Yeah.
When it comes to the actual show and the actual competitive part, whatever happens. It's we can't control that part. That's not something that we as the bluecoats can control. But what we can control is all the emotion and all the energy and everything that we put out into the field, finals night. We thought everything that we did was pretty stellar. So I'll take it for sure.
Yeah, dude. I felt like one of my favorite looking back at finals night. I just the energy was there for sure. The energy was crazy. Crazy, bro. Chat's going crazy right now. Silver medalist. Nah, this is not his age out. I just asked him that. He got one more year. He gonna run it back. He got one more year. Bro. He gonna run it back.
That's just gonna happen.
But Dude, yeah, so the energy was crazy. Age out. What was your favorite moment of the whole season? What was your favorite moment of the whole season? Yo, thank you for the sub. Clutch. I appreciate that, baby. Appreciate that.
Dude, honestly, there were so many. Like, I honestly could tell you like 5, 10. Like, there's just too much to count. But honestly, I think it was that.
It don't have to be like one specific thing. Like, you can give a couple.
Oh no, yeah. I think one of them for sure was finals night. I think it's probably like one of the best memories for me. The next one was probably the. Honestly, I think it was a night beat show that y'all were at in Winston-Salem.
Yeah, bro, that shit was gas. I'm not gonna lie. Dude, that shit was gas.
I don't know what happened in that show, but everything just kind of like locked in. And then for those last like 2 weeks, riding out until the end, everything just kind of like clicked even better every time that we did it.
No, but you called that. You called that shit when we were standing at the Troopers lot, and I was like, "Yo, like, what y'all about to do tonight?" You was like, "This was gonna be it." Like, you called that shit though. You called that shit. That shit was gas though. That show was gas. And we had we were on like the side 1, like 10-yard line, but like still it was hidden from that angle. So I was like, damn.
Oh yeah. I'll take that, bro.
Yeah. That shit was gas.
Yeah, those 2 shows, I mean, I don't know what it was. Like, I don't know what the energy was. I don't know if like the core just had a good wake up, a good rehearsal. I don't know what it was, but everything just kind of hit on the dots.
Yeah.
They hit the check marks in every single box, and so I'll take that whenever I can, man.
For sure. I think one of your visual texts are in here. He said, shout out to the Clutch, yeah.
Yeah, bro, I love Clutch.
Yeah, Clutch is tough. Yeah. He I was supposed to, speaking of night beat, I was supposed to pull up to that practice, but getting down there was just fucking hard as shit. Had to run all over the place to get down there for practice and shit. But he was one of the people that, like, when we got there to practice, he was like, "Oh fuck, bro, you just missed practice." So shout out Clutch. Yeah. Shout out Clutch.
Yeah, he's lit.
Yeah.
He's the man.
Speaking of, I see you have a trombone right there. Is that your main instrument?
It is. It is my main instrument. Yeah.
Okay. How did you get into drum major? And like, how was making that transition into like not marching?
Honestly, first of all, I did it in high school.
Okay.
So I was a drum major my senior year of high school.
Okay.
And then, so I kind of like already had a little bit of like a understanding of like the role and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But when marching in 23, I just kind of like had this thought of like, maybe I just can be doing more, you know, like maybe a little bit more like.
Wait, you marched? You marched Coats 23?
I did.
Okay.
The Garden of Love, that one.
Yeah. That shit is tough. Yeah.
But I marched that show, and then after that, I think it was like finals night. I went up to Mike Scott, our CEO, and I was like,
shout out Mike Scott, big CEO. He hit me up with his tickets. And
I was like, you know what? I want to do it. Like, I want to be more. What can I do to, you know, be a part of a drum major team? And he was like, call me in a few weeks and then we can figure it out together. And I was like,
fire.
All right. I'm down.
Fire, bro. I gotta say, bro, like, why, like, when we, like, I work with a group here where I'm from, Lynchburg, Virginia, and like, instantly, like, all the drum majors, I'm like, yo, go watch Tony, bro. Go watch Tony, bro. Like, it's the aura, the way you command, the way, like, bro, you're so tough, bro. You're so tough. I gotta give you your flowers, bro. You're tough, bro.
Thank you, bro.
So,
thank you, bro. Thanks a lot.
That's dope as fuck to see that Mike was totally behind you. It's always easier when you got that support too.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I think like there were so many individuals that just helped me kind of like get to that level of like achievement and like excellence and stuff like that. And so all of what I do doesn't really happen without all the other people that, you know, help me and have guided me to where I am today. And so that's all parts for them as well.
Facts. Speaking of the CEO and the Bluecoats, why the Bluecoats?
Dude, honestly, my most definite answer and why I came in 2023 is because they're like nobody else, man. Like literally, they set, honestly, to me, set the standard for a lot of drum corps and a lot of like what DCI is nowadays when it comes to like performance, innovation of technology, sound.
Definitely that last part. Innovation for sure. Innovation for sure.
They keep inventing and creating new things that just kind of like stand out compared
Mm-hmm.
to the rest of every other drum corps, like,
Yeah.
and it's no hate to everybody else. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
honestly,
Yeah.
I thought this drum corps season was the most like innovative anybody or everyone has been in a
Mm-hmm.
while.
I can get behind
And
that.
so I honestly think it's just kind of like we kind of like push the boundaries a little bit of what we can do, and it's just kind of like, all right, let's see what we can.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's sick. I definitely feel like this year, well, a couple of records were broken this year, so definitely like innovated for sure.
Oh yeah,
Um,
for sure.
for sure. Speaking of, what was your favorite show this year?
Not or what do you mean?
Like non Blue Coat show. What was your favorite show besides you guys's?
Okay. Honestly, just because of how like I don't know, it was like just so like out of the ordinary, and you would never think like to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But the Blue Stars Spectator Sports, that
Okay.
show,
Okay.
that was honestly, it was just like different, like
It was very different. Me personally, dude, sports shows, it's just like it's hard to like grasp onto.
it is. And that's why I think I found it so like interesting, just because of
Mm-hmm.
how like typical, like, since you are on a football field and you are
Yeah.
taking work, how does that like correlate to everything else that everybody watches and does?
Yeah. Yeah. But I won't say it was a bad show. It wasn't my favorite, but it had some cool
No,
moments for sure. It had some cool moments for
but
sure. My favorite was
one now of you.
dude, my favorite this year was actually Phantom.
Oh yeah, bro, that was tough.
Yeah, I just liked the music a lot in that one.
Mhm.
Yeah, that shit was gas.
It just hit different. Honestly.
It did. And then, you can always go with the gold medalist, Boston. Like,
Oh yeah.
that show was fun to watch. Like, dude, looking back at that show, like, it was like, I could see it, like, I could see why it was so close, bro. I can see why, bro. Cause like, I feel like me personally, and this is not being biased because I'm talking to the GOAT right now, I feel like y'all had a slightly better run finals night. Now, I will say semis night, they probably got y'all. I'm not gonna lie. That run semis night was fucking clean. But I personally think finals night, I think y'all edged them just a little bit. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not a judge, you know what I'm saying? So it's whatever. It's all personal opinions, but that's just me though. But dude, yeah, so Phantom was probably my favorite. And then y'all, Boston, Cavies, actually, that was a shocker for me. Cavaliers.
That's a tough show.
They had like this moment in their opener when like their props, like, like they're like rocking, and they have like this like they have like this Mad Max like sound design thing in there, bro. It's nuts, bro. But that was one of my favorite moments for sure.
Dude, I thought the Troopers right at the end, like at the end of the show, when it kind of like everything goes and it's just like,
yeah,
that's it.
Do you get to watch mini shows like during the season, or is it like you're on the bus to the next city watching it on YouTube type thing?
Yeah, that's honestly kind of like where we get our like watching it. It's a lot of travel, and so a lot of the time a lot of us watch our show of like what we, and then watch everybody else's, because why not?
That's so tough. Cool. That's fucking film. Niggas watching films on the bus. That's tough.
For real.
Let's see. So how long have you been like doing marching band? Like, did you start in high school or like down in Texas? Like, I know here in Virginia, I started 8th grade.
Oh hell yeah. I started my freshman year of high school. That's when I started marching. But my dad has been a high school band director ever since I was born.
Okay.
So I was basically into band.
Oh yeah, it was in the blood. Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Damn, that's tough.
It's kind of like kept going with me, I guess.
Okay. That's are you like gonna do that? Are you gonna follow? Maybe be a band director or teach somewhere after?
that's my path for at least my education right now. I'm a music
Work.
education major at
Talk.
University of
I
Texas.
know plenty. Hey, brother, we got plenty of jobs up here if you want to come. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
Come to
bro.
Virginia. But that's fire. I'm also, it's in the blood. My mom did drumline growing up.
Hell yeah.
Then my brother started. My sister started in 2011. 2011 is when we got introduced to DCI. 2014 is when I became a Coast fan with Tilt. But
Yep.
believe it or not, 2015 solidified it. That's my favorite Coast show ever, bro. Kinetic
Oh yeah, bro.
Noise. Kinetic,
Same here.
I feel like that's when they started like toying around with like the sound design and like doing crazy shit there, and like
Yep.
you hear like little sparkles back there, and like I like for some reason that show just really got me. And then like you can't go wrong with 2024, bro. Like that's
Oh yeah, for sure.
that, bro. Like me and my brothers will fight people on that. Literally, be like, yo, like that's the greatest like DCI show ever. Like no debate, no debate.
Thank you.
Me like I like because this is how we gauge that.
Yeah.
You have certain moments in shows where you're like, I can like skip past this or I can skip past that or whatever.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Like you just have moments where you're like, it's not really grasping you. 2024 Bluecoats from beginning to end is literally the greatest thing I've ever seen, bro. The greatest thing I've ever seen, bro. So leading into that, how do you? I think people want to know how do you going into a new season? How do you prepare for a new season?
Honestly, it's just kind of like taking the good, taking the bad, see what was bad, trying to make it good. How do we keep the good things? You know, a lot of it's gonna honestly depend on what the drum corps looks like next year. You
Mm-hmm.
know, like we have hopefully a lot of returning people coming back. You know, wanting to come march again, and then hopefully these new people that wanted to come in and make something nice and something new and creative. I think a lot of it just has to do with keeping it fresh and keeping it new. It's not really based on like, oh, we were champions in 2024. How do we
Mm-hmm.
become that in 2025?
Yeah.
Like a lot of what this year was, it was just kind of making it innovative and like kind of focusing on not really making it another championship year, but how do we make this Blue Coat show the most amazing thing ever every time that we have to perform it?
Yeah.
Um, and it's just honestly focusing on the product more than what the outcome is for us, at least. Like it's different than every other drum corps, but I think for us especially, it's more of how do we make art and how do we make this like design absolutely kick everyone's tail when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to the competitive side, of course, but
Yeah.
also like drum corps international as a whole. Like, how do we become like the best drum corps in the world?
Yeah, 100%. And then another question somebody just asked right now, picking off. So part two of that question is they want to know what's your practice routine going into move-ins? Like your personal practice routine before going into move-ins.
Oh yeah. A lot of it has to do with like listening to all the soundtracks that we get from like our arrangers, because they do like little MIDI files of like what the
Mm-hmm.
music is supposed to sound like and all that stuff. So I usually do a lot of that stuff, a lot of like listening to it, getting inside the head, and then honestly just kind of like conducting around with it. Like it's truly just honestly memorizing it as fast as you can, so that way when you get to move-ins and when you get to those types of things, it's just honestly like it's there. You know what it sounds like. You know what it's supposed to mostly supposed to kind of sound like and look
Mm-hmm.
like on the field. And so just putting that into your system here already, so that when you get to learning the show, putting it on the field and doing all those types of things, it's just kind of like, oh, I know where like this is going to enter, or I know where this is going to be at, how this is going to work, or like things like that. So that way you
Facts.
almost have like a leg up basically of what you're trying to do.
Okay, so it's just like muscle memory. So like how much are you relying on muscle memory like by the time like you're like fully in season and like you're in season shape? Like how much of it is muscle memory?
I would say honestly a good amount of it. Like if you have the show down and you have it
Mm-hmm.
like here, a lot of it's just kind of like when you know this part, it's just like, oh yeah, I got this. Like,
Yeah.
we're all good. Trust.
Yeah. That's tough.
Yeah.
The Aura King. Oh my gosh. And then dude, like I feel like y'all have so many different movements of tempo and pace and all that. Like how do you
Oh yeah.
how do you go about memorizing tempo?
For me, I love to listen to like music. And I love to listen to like how the music makes me feel and things like that. But when people create the music, they also have a tempo set for each like song or like things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so like if you were to find a tempo matching a song, all you would have to do is sing that song and then you have that tempo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I think that's for me. That's like one of the best ways to do it. A lot of people like to do like a tempo, just like recognition thing of like, all right, tap 150 or tap 168 or tap 176, tap 200,
Mm-hmm.
and they could just do it like right on the spot. I've been getting a lot better at that,
Mm-hmm.
especially like this year. But especially like for my first year, it was like, all right, sing this song. This song's at 100. Sing this song. This song's at 200. This
Mm-hmm.
song's at 160, 168, and things like that. So honestly, listen to different types of music at different types of tempos. It helps a lot, so you get to like understand and memorize where those tempos like will hit, and
Mm-hmm.
you kind of like feel it out a lot better after that.
Okay. Somebody wants to know, what would you say to somebody that's like going into a position of leadership?
That's a tough question. You honestly, you don't have to do it alone anymore. It's just kind of
That's
like that
true.
day and age. Like you don't have to feel like you have to do everything by yourself all the time, every single day, at every single minute.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's why you have a leadership team. That's why you have different drum majors. Like lean on those people a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you will get fried very, very quickly if you don't use the people around you. Just because of the fact that like it's a lot for one person to
Yeah,
manage.
100%. Especially 15 minutes of drum corps. Like you have to be on your shit. Like there's like the margin for error is probably like not even like it's not there. So I feel like I can understand that answer. Speaking of your who was your co-drum major up front with you?
Red. They are literally one of the best conductors I've ever known and seen in like the entire world. Literally insane.
So they shout out to them.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure we shout them out because it is a team effort up there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I just wanted to give a shout out to them. Somebody also wants to know when adrenaline is pumping during the show, and do you still rely on muscle memory or are you just like making adjustments as you go?
Oh yeah, for sure. They're like when a drum line or when the brass or when anybody is like off or like when you feel like something's wrong, like for sure you have to make some type of like, adjustment here, adjustment there, like slight. It's nothing crazy, but
Mm-hmm.
there should always be some type of like motivational factor of like, okay, I need to make sure that this is correct or it sounds correct, and then it's gonna be correct to everybody else.
Okay.
A lot of it has to do with, like timing of like field and like there's like honestly like a cool like math thing that the Bluecoats do about timing responsibilities on the field and like where you are on the field and how you could listen or watch or do all that stuff. It's really really badass.
Okay, yeah, that sounds dope because especially in like a show like y'all's, I feel like there was just like movement all over the place. People are like y'all really use the entire field, so I feel like it has to be some type of math into that shit because boy, I'm telling you, teaching that shit to high schoolers would like freak me out. What are you looking at doing for runs? Are you looking at feed? Are you listening to the pit? Are you zoning out and like you're like nah y'all like lock? Are you like no y'all lock in on me and I'm gonna push you through this or like what's the deal? Like what are you looking at?
Different moments, different like time responsibilities. Like most of the time, it's a lot of watching like the battery's feet and sticks and hands and like the rhythms and things like that. Especially in like ballads when the drumline really isn't playing, a lot of it has to do with like listening to the front ensemble or listening to the brass or like keeping like what you're saying. Like you just literally nobody else should matter except you and like your tempo and everybody has to follow you all the time. It's honestly just kind of depends on like how everything is timed up and how everything should be like aligned front to back so that way it sounds correct to like the audience behind you. And that honestly just kind of like changes for sure, especially like when it gets to like the ballad or like a percussion feature or a brass feature. It just kind of like fluctuates for sure.
Okay. Like, speaking of, shout out to the fucking Blue Pit, because let me tell you something, bro.
Yes, bro.
Jeez Louise. Shout out to Jacob. That's my guy. We're gonna try to get him on a Discord call.
Hell yeah.
But we definitely want to talk to him. Is this his age out as well, or is he coming back?
I think he has one more.
Okay. Oh my god, y'all about to be so raw next year. Oh my god. A lot of my people, like, I went live. I think a day or two after finals, and like most of the community here was like, "Yo, Bluecoats need to spin the block, spin the block." I was just like,
yeah.
"Hey, bro, we just gotta be patient." You know what I'm saying? We gotta let them cook. You know what I'm saying? But like, I also was saying, like, let them enjoy. Like, you still metal, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's like 30 something groups out there. To finish top 3 is, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot of hard work. So it's definitely nothing.
Yeah,
it's definitely nothing to be like upset about. Everybody wants gold. Like, we all know that. Everybody always wants gold. But you know what I'm saying? Just like y'all are busting your ass, the other 12 out there in finals are also busting their ass. You know what I'm saying? So
oh yeah, for sure.
But back to the pit, like, when I feel like, you know what I'm saying, you're saying like different moments, you're looking at different places. I just feel like when you have a pit as good as you guys, it's like, I've been telling people all year, and like after Night Beat, it solidified it for me. Like, y'all Blue Pit is so good, bro. So good. And shout out to Jacob. I feel like when you got somebody that's locked in on tempo like that, it makes it really easy. So it's definitely a team thing.
For sure.
Couple more questions, and then we're gonna let you get out of here. I'm not gonna keep you. All right.
No, you good. You good.
What is your biggest motivation, or what motivates you on like the hottest days of the summer to keep going?
I think a lot of it has to do with like the members are out there. Like, I'm just literally waving my hands on a podium, and they're like running, sprinting across the field, like playing long tones and playing all this crazy, crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for me, it's just kind of like you just got to do it, man. Like, you are their motivation, and you like I am their motive. Or hold up, you are their motivation, and they are my motivation.
Yep, I got you. Mm-hmm.
And it's just like whenever those days get to it, like you just literally have to be like, no, like fuck you, fuck the hot. Like this is not gonna happen. Like, I'm going to be okay, and I'm going to get through this, and I'm not gonna stop for anything because of the fact that it's hot.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Because it definitely do be hot. It definitely do be hot. Because that practice, like when I pulled up to practice at Night Beat, like we just walking down to the field, I was already sweating. I was like, this is ridiculous. So, have you ever been, speaking of the members, have you ever been like tested, or like have you ever had to like sing a part of the show just to like know that you're locked in?
I think so. The binary data stuff, I don't know, like all the trumpet reverbs sections, like the part 1. I definitely had to like sing the baritone part, like the like that's probably like one of the biggest things that I had to do, just because that timing, especially with like the bass entrance and all that stuff.
How trippy was like when you first heard the show? How like trippy was it for your mind to like lock in on like the one thing you're supposed to lock in on, and like just let the other stuff be ear candy?
Dude, it you literally just have to almost shut off your ears and just kind of go. Like, it's literally that type of vibe. It's kind of like whenever you hear that stuff, it's just kind of like, no, I can't. I just need to focus on like the feet, or I need to focus on like the basses, or I need to focus like on something that's not like the crazy reverb, crazy like trumpet things. Like, it was just kind of like, all right, I'm good. Let me focus on this, and then let me keep going, driving tempo and stuff like that.
Yeah, because
that
would trip me out
all season.
I bet, because it was trippy. The first time I heard it at Night Beat, because I wasn't even hip for real. I wasn't hip because I didn't watch anything until Night Beat, and like I didn't even know the speaker was on the left side of the field in the end zone. And like the first time I heard it, I was like, looking around, I was like, dude, how is he locked in on this right now? Because that tripped me out. So I know that was hard to like do. And then, speaking of, like, when the crowd is going crazy behind you, do you get chills, or are you just like so zoned out that you're just like, I'm not gonna let it affect me. I'm just gonna let it go. Like, how do you deal with the emotions of like a full run?
Honestly, you literally just have to kind of like not zone them out, but it's just kind of like something that's happening in the back of your head.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just kind of like, no, I gotta keep focused. I gotta make sure that the entrance is right, or I gotta make sure that, if they sound good or do this right. So that way it's not like tears or anything like that. So I definitely feel their energy
Mm-hmm.
like surging through my body for
Mm-hmm.
sure and getting onto the field. But it's just kind of like, all right, I gotta keep going. I gotta make sure that this entrance is correct. Like, it's definitely like a give and take. Like, I would love to like turn around and see the crowd and be like, "Oh my, like
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
crazy."
Yeah.
But at the same time, I gotta be like, "Nah, I gotta do this. Like, we only got one more. I gotta do
Yeah.
like all the way."
Yeah. Cause the energy at finals night was crazy. So like I was just like always like, dang, like I wonder how bro is feeling. Like he's up there about to lock in. Like, is he nervous?
Yeah.
Like, do you ever get nervous for a show?
There's definitely like a stomach feeling for sure. For some reason I yawn when I get nervous. Like I
Okay.
like I'm honestly not tired, but I just
Mm-hmm.
like yawn for some reason. It's kind of weird,
Yeah.
but
No,
it's kind of badass.
you're just locking in, you know what I'm saying? You're just locking
Yeah,
in.
for real.
What do you say to yourself right before a finals run? I mean, not finals run, but just a run period. What do you say to yourself right before a run?
My parents have been saying this to me ever since I've started performing and everything like that. Um, but they say bring the rain,
Mm.
and that's just stuck with me for like a very, very, very long time.
Okay.
Um, and that's just something that I've always had my eye on, or something that I have said before I
Mm-hmm.
walk on the field. Make sure that it's just like, all right, bring the rain, let's go.
That's fire. Is that the same thing you say to the guys or the girls, to the band? Like, do you talk to the core before y'all go on, or is it just like everybody has like their section? All right, let's come together, walk in, kick ass, leave. Like what's the?
Oh no, yeah, for sure. It's definitely like, all right, we're gonna throw down and we're gonna get the fuck out of here.
All right, sweet, yeah. It's like, do you like
Yeah.
talk to them like right before? Like, let's say like y'all about to come on tonight. Be like, what's the vibe like watching a group right before you about to go on?
For us, we like to win the tunnel a little bit. Like, we're working on our show. We're not really focused on like people that are performing right then and there.
Mm-hmm.
A
Correct.
lot of what a lot of what we do is just kind of like, all right, let's do some reps of something. Let's get like, some breathing count stuff, or let's get like, an air run of something of like in
Mm-hmm.
the show, or like do some type of visual thing or something like that. So that honestly, that way we keep our heads on straight, like what we're about to do, and not
Mm-hmm.
really focus on like, what they are doing out there. I know they're doing great. I know they're
Yeah.
kicking their, everybody's ass, but we're also going to be doing that and throwing down and
Yeah.
kicking everybody.
How
So
competitive are you? Like how I know everybody wants gold. Like, is that like your goal every season? Like going into the new season? Or is it just like we just want to put on the best product we can possibly put on, or do you want to win?
I have always said this for myself, is that honestly, like, it doesn't matter to me
Mm-hmm.
personally if we win or not. What I want out of the season is I want everybody to have a great summer,
Yeah.
because you pay shit tons amount of money to
Yeah.
do this for 2.5 months,
Mm-hmm.
and you better damn well have a good time while doing it.
For sure.
And so whatever happens, happens. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
like what I said earlier, it's just kind of like we can't control anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and we'll leave it to whoever has the decisions to do that and whoever has the power to do that. But for us, it's just kind of like we're going to do our thing. We're going to do it to the best of our ability, and we're going to have a great time doing it.
Speaking of, so we've talked about all the ups of the season. What's something that happened this season that kind of had you like, fuck, like I wish I could be doing anything else but this right now?
Um, honestly, at Little Rock, it was just damn hot. Like it was hot.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was insane. Um, just of how humid and how like blazing the sun was, and like the UV index was going crazy every single day.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that was one of the times where I was just like, fuck, I just want to be like in my bed,
Mm-hmm.
sleeping, and like honestly, I think everybody kind of like had that
Yeah.
thought of just like, all right, I like what the fuck.
Yeah. What's the
But
hottest y'all saw
after
this?
that,
What's the hottest y'all saw this summer?
I think it was there. I think we got up to like one something
Jeez
index. Like it
Louise.
was crazy, crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially like if no breeze or nothing, it's just straight just
Oh
heat.
yeah.
Oh nah, that's ass. That's
Yeah.
ass. All right, last question, and then we're gonna get you out of here. Um, let's see here. If you could go back, like looking back, not change anything, but like if you could go back at finals and like maybe you heard something that like you wish you didn't hear or something like that, like what do you think like necessarily gave y'all like second? Like, do you think like y'all had a perfect run? Like, like I like you be completely honest. Like, due to you, was that a perfect run for finals night?
I think so. I thought everything came together at the right moment, at the
Mm-hmm.
right time, at the right place for everybody. Like it was just kind of like everybody had the decision and decided that they were going to be perfect on like that run that night.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly wouldn't go back to change anything, just
Word.
because of the fact that like, everything just felt so great in the moment. Like the crowd loved it, we loved it, our
Mm-hmm.
staff loved it. Like I, I'm good
Do
for
you know
sure.
when you know? I don't know if you're like into sports and stuff like that, but you know, like they say, like people hit like flow states. Like Steph Curry might hit like five
Oh yeah,
threes in a row. You know what I'm saying? And like he's just throwing up whatever, but it's going in. Like flow state, like
yeah.
everything's just working. Do you think? Have you ever hit that state, or did you hit that flow state in finals?
I think so
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Everything just kind of like clicked, and it was just like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah,
Let's go.
that shit was so gas, bro. So fire, bro.
Thank you,
Damn.
bro. Thank you.
Yeah, bro. Like, dude, thank you so much for doing this game. I know, like, you know, you just got off a tour. You trying to fucking relax, like, get back into the motions of reality. You know what I'm saying? Good luck in school and shit like that. Are you like
Thank
teaching
you, bro.
anywhere or anything like that?
I am. I'm teaching at McNeil High School, and then I think Glenn High School in
Okay. Is
Leander.
that what your pops or you don't work with pops? Is your
Pops work for Con Selmer, so
Oh, okay,
not
okay.
yet. But we'll figure it out.
Okay, okay. Well, best of luck to all that. And then one more thing before you go, bro. I need
Yeah,
you to
bro.
give like a little motivational speech to just like all the youngins out there that's trying to do this shit and maybe want to reach that level or want to push for that level. And if they're like worried about like money or whatever or yada yada yada, but like just give like a couple words of encouragement for anybody.
Yeah, man. I think the biggest thing when I went into my first year is that you don't have to try to be somebody that you're not. You know, go in, do be you, like practice, do what you need to do, but always understand that they are not they're not gonna turn away and like be like, oh my god, you fucking suck. Like that is not any core's like thing or what they want to do. Every person that comes through their door and wants to audition for their core, like they will welcome you with open arms. They're gonna give you every single chance that every single person should have and will have at every single audition. Um, and so don't think that you have to be afraid or like scared of everybody. Everybody is like honestly willing and able to help you in whatever you need when it comes to finance, um, being there, auditions, being there in the summer, being there on tour. Like there's so many people in this like world of DCI that want to help everybody. And I honestly think that's probably one of the biggest things that I have learned over the years of how many years I've marched is that you're never alone in the DCI and drum corps world. Whether you're in world class, open class, all age class, like you will have the greatest time of your life because of the amount of people that want to see you there and see you on the field for sure.
Word. Well, I appreciate you being here. Motherfucking give it up for the GOAT, chat. Give it up for the motherfucking GOAT. Bro, you have so much ore. I can't wait to see you next year. Hit Mike up again for them tickets. We will get to practice next time for Night B. I swear. We will get to practice next time. I do want to spin the block with that. You know, hopefully we can make that work and stuff like that. But best of luck to everything you got going on.
Appreciate you, bro.
Enjoy the rest of your summer, short summer. But enjoy the rest of your summer, bro. I appreciate you.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me, bro.
No problem, gang. Have a good night.
You too. Later.
Bro, that nigga's so cool! Ah! Chat, that nigga is so cool, bro. Chat, that nigga is so cool, bro. No cap, bro. That nigga is so fucking cool, gang. Nah, bro. Yeah, bro. That's the homie for sure. Hopefully we can like link up again and do some other shit, bro. But damn, that nigga is cool as shit. Shout out to the GOAT.